Okay, so have you ever heard of a meal so good, so over the top, that the only word to describe it was broken? Well, today we're diving into a story just like that. We're heading to Nagasaki, Japan, to check out a brand new seafood spot that's got locals buzzing, all thanks to one YouTuber's wild review. Let's see if this place is for real. And this is it. This is the quote that started the whole thing. In Japanese slang, bukoware, or broken, means something is just unbelievably, ridiculously good. So what in the world does a broken bowl of tuna even look like? Yep, we're gonna find out. All right, so first things first, let's get our bearings and figure out exactly where this place is that's making so much noise in the local food scene. The restaurant is called Sengyo Shokudo Uokichi, and it's in a city called Isahaya in Nagasaki. Now, here's the wild part. It's practically brand new. It just opened. But somehow, the word of mouth has been so intense that it's already become a must-visit spot. So our guide for this culinary mission is a local Nagasaki YouTuber, Noguchubu. He was hearing all these rumors, seeing posts pop up on social media, and he just had to go investigate for himself. We're basically following along on his adventures to see what he found out. So, what's it actually like to show up there? You know how it is with popular places? There are always a few little insider tips you gotta know, and the first one starts before you even walk through the door. Listen up, because this is important. Parking. They have only 8 spots right out front. Now, you might see this huge parking lot right next door and think, perfect, but don't do it. The restaurant specifically asks on their Instagram for people not to park there. It's all about being a good neighbor. So the pro tip here? Get there early. Once you step inside, you're not going to be blown away by some fancy decor. Instead, what our reviewer found was a super clean, bright, and really welcoming space. You know, it's one of those places that immediately tells you that the focus here is 100% on the food. So here's a quick look at the layout. You got a mix of traditional tatami tables and some regular tables, plus a private room tucked in the back. And in that classic Japanese diner style, the water is self-service. It's a simple, no-fuss setup that's really just designed for one thing: eating amazing food. All right, the scene is set. It is time for the main event, the reason we're all here. Let's talk about the food. Let's see what actually hit the table. So they decided to order 2 of the restaurant's signature rice bowls, or donburi. Our reviewer got the Nagasaki Kaisen Don, which is this gorgeous bowl with all kinds of different local seafood. But his wife, she went for it. She ordered the main attraction, the legendary Bukaware Maguro Don, the insane tuna bowl. And let me tell you, even the standard bowl was anything but standard. The Nagasaki Kaisen Don was just overflowing with an incredible variety of fish. We're talking tuna, sesame horse mackerel, amberjack, bonito, octopus, sea bream, and that sweet tamago egg. The reviewer called it a gorgeous lineup, and man, he was not kidding. But as absolutely stunning as that first bowl was, it was basically just the opening act. Because what came next was the dish that gave this place its crazy reputation, the Bukaware tuna bowl. Which, of course, brings us right back to that central question. What on earth does it mean for a bowl of tuna to be insane or broken? What does a dish have to do to earn a name like that? And here's your answer. As his wife, who is a huge tuna lover, started to eat, she just kept digging, and it was just more and more tuna. It was like layers upon layers of it. She'd take a huge scoop, and there was still more tuna underneath. That, my friends, that is Bukaware. But you know, here's the real sign of a truly great restaurant. It's not just about the main event. It's when even the little details, like the side dishes, are absolutely phenomenal. So each of these bowls came with a piece of aji fry, that's fried horse mackerel. And this was no afterthought. Our reviewer said it was perfectly crispy, seriously delicious, especially with the tartar sauce. His only complaint? One piece isn't enough. Okay, now this might be the single most useful tip in this whole story. They made a classic rookie mistake. They ordered the regular size rice, but there was so much fish on top that they ran out of rice when they were barely halfway through. They had to order another bowl. So learn from their mistake. The large portion of rice is free. Trust me, you are absolutely going to need it. So after all that, the crazy portions, the incredible freshness, the side dishes that blew them away, what's the final call? did it actually live up to all that hype? The verdict was a slam dunk, ununanimous. Sengyo Shokudo Uokichi is absolutely the real deal. The quality of the fish is top tier, the freshness is just off the charts, and the value for what you're paying is, well, it's bukaware. It didn't just meet the hype. It completely smashed it. And in the end, I think the reviewer's own words really say it best. It was seriously so delicious, I highly recommend it. He promised himself he'd be back every single time he was in the area. You just can't get a better recommendation than that. So we'll leave you with this thought. The Bukaware Bowl isn't just a meal. It's an experience. It's a delicious, incredible challenge. And if you ever find yourself in Nagasaki, the only real question is, are you brave enough to take it on?